Good field. Winners of 100 jump races between them here. And number 1 is Catabatic, ridden by Simon McNeil. 2 is Monsieur Le Cure, Peter Niven. 3, Crystal Spirit, Richard Dunwoody. 4, Colton, Jamie Osborne. 5, Dublin Flyer, Brendan Powell. 6, Tipping Tim, David Bridgewater. 7, Southolt, Pat Verling. 8, Beach Road, Brian Clifford. 9, for Ireland, Nuaf, ridden by Sean O'Donovan. 10, Nevada Gold, Dean Gallagher. 11, Country Lad, Adrian Maguire. And here's how they bet.
And Colton, who's been favourite from the outset of the anti-post market, remains firm at 5-2, having opened at 9-4 on the course. 3-1 then Dublin Flyer from 11-4, 8-1 Crystal Spirit from 7, 10-1 Nevada Gold, having opened on the course as low as 8, 10-1 Monsieur Le Cure, who was backed this morning, 12-1 Catabatic, the course specialist, who was backed at 16-1 this morning, 14-1 the Irish challenger Nuaf, 20-1 Tipping Tim, 20-1 Southolt and Beach Road. There were little bits for him this morning, and 33-1 the rank outsider Country Lad.
Put your head over the gate, get it back.
He's not standing for any nonsense. Tell him to get their heads back off the tape.
Do you want to take him out
several
again?
front runners here, really keen to get on with it. 17 fences
right,
to
then,
jump. And that's it, they're away. Colton on the outside, and Beach Road a little bit slowly away, and Dublin Flyer is going to land in the lead over the first. Dublin Flyer lands in the lead from Colton, a little between the two, then Crystal Spirit in behind them. Monsieur Le Cure on the outside of Country Lad, and then comes Nuaf. Beach Road's the back marker. Colton and Dublin Flyer as they come to the second and jump it. Crystal Spirit jumped it third. Then 4 was Country Lad and 5 Monsieur Le Cure. Then just in behind them, Nuaf, with on the inside Tipping Tim, and then Catabatic, and Colton and Dublin Flyer. Colton just out-jumped Dublin Flyer at that one, and they're really motoring up front. Southolt made a little bit of a mistake at that one. And the two leaders, Colton and Dublin Flyer, have opened up a gap of about 10 lengths now over Crystal Spirit, who's 5 up on Country Lad, but then on the inside Tipping Tim, followed by Monsieur Le Cure. Catabatic comes next, and then Nevada Gold, and behind Nevada Gold is Nuaf, who just can't go this pace, the Irish challenger, and behind him is Beach Road, and Southolt the back marker. Now levelling up towards the next fence. Colton on the near side to us, they come to the fourth from Dublin Flyer on the far side. Colton and Dublin Flyer. Then Crystal Spirit jumped it in third, but somewhere behind him, and then came Country Lad and Tipping Tim. Number 5, Colton and Dublin Flyer, these two. Crystal Spirit jumped it next. Then Country Lad and Tipping Tim and Monsieur Le Cure, and Catabatic was moved up on the inside. And then Nevada Gold and Beach Road and Nuaf, and finally Southolt. This will be the second last next time. Number 6, Colton the leader from Dublin Flyer. Colton lands cleanly from Dublin Flyer. Crystal Spirit jumps it third, and 4 Country Lad and 5 Tipping Tim. 6 Catabatic and 7 Monsieur Le Cure, and behind them Nevada Gold and Nuaf, and then Southolt, and finally Beach Road. And over the 7th, Colton landed just about a length clear of Dublin Flyer. Then Crystal Spirit and Country Lad on the far side, and behind them come Tipping Tim and Catabatic and Monsieur Le Cure and Nevada Gold, and behind Nevada Gold is Nuaf, and behind Nuaf Southolt, and finally Beach Road, and they go out into the country. And these two leaders battling still for the lead, with Dublin Flyer going up on the inside of Colton. They're still 10 lengths up at least on Crystal Spirit, who's got Tipping Tim following him, and then Country Lad, and behind him is Catabatic, and the little gap then to Nevada Gold and Monsieur Le Cure as they run down to number 8 of the 17 fences. Dublin Flyer landed in the lead there from Colton, just knocked a little stuffing out of the top of that fence, but he jumped it pretty well and certainly didn't lose any impetus. And now they come to the water, number 9, for of course the only time. Dublin Flyer, the leader from Colton, although there's little between them. And then Crystal Spirit and Tipping Tim, who's moved up on his outside, then Country Lad and Catabatic. Behind them come Monsieur Le Cure. The first of the ditches now, Dublin Flyer and Colton. Dublin Flyer landed in the lead from Colton second. Tipping Tim jumped it third. Crystal Spirit didn't jump it too well in fourth. And Country Lad made a mistake, another plain one. Dublin Flyer from Colton. Tipping Tim comes next, then Catabatic on the outside, of Crystal Spirit, who's getting reminders, then Country Lad, and then Southolt, who's made progress in the rear, and they're coming to the final ditch now. And as they do so, it's Dublin Flyer, 6 from home, the leader from Colton in second, Tipping Tim making ground, and he nearly went there. An amazing recovery by Colton's rider. Country Lad has gone there. And Dublin Flyer now has a 5 to 6 length advantage, 5 out, jumps the 5th from home, about 4-5 lengths clear of Tipping Tim. Then comes Catabatic, who's moved into 3rd ahead of Colton, who really should be on the floor. Southolt is still making relentless progress, then a gap to Crystal Spirit, but running down now to the 4th from home. And it's Dublin Flyer, the leader, from Tipping Tim. Southolt still making ground. Dublin Flyer by 4 from Tipping Tim, Southolt and Catabatic, and then comes Colton. Racing down now towards the 3rd last in this Tripleprint Gold Cup, and it's Dublin Flyer who's been up there throughout from Tipping Tim. Then comes Southolt in 3rd. These 3 clear of Catabatic. Dublin Flyer landed 5 clear of Tipping Tim and Southolt, then Catabatic. And then Nuaf for Ireland making progress, but got a lot to do. Coming to the final bend now in the Tripleprint Gold Cup, and Dublin Flyer being chased all the time by Tipping Tim and Southolt. Southolt moves into a clear second now as they come down towards the second last. Dublin Flyer from Southolt. Nuaf is still making good ground at the second last. Dublin Flyer is going to be 3 clear. Dublin Flyer lands from Southolt in second, Nuaf 3rd, Tipping Tim 4. Coming to the final fence now, and it's Dublin Flyer and Brendan Powell by only 2 lengths now from Southolt on the far side. Dublin Flyer jumps it well, Southolt too. Then comes Nuaf. They're racing into the closing stages. It's Dublin Flyer being challenged by Nuaf and Southolt over on the far side. Nuaf for Ireland is beginning to get up. It's Southolt on the far side, on the near side, Dublin Flyer, Nuaf in the centre. Nuaf is going to be in a photo. It's Nuaf who probably just beats Dublin Flyer in a photo. It'll be a photo. Nuaf has probably just won it. Yes, it's a photograph from Dublin Flyer with Southolt 3rd. Well, it's a close one, this, but I think we'll find that Nuaf, who kept to a straight line in the closing stages, has just got up to beat Dublin Flyer, but it's very, very close. Dublin Flyer just wavered off a true line, and this may have cost him the race with Southolt 3rd, but these are the 2 principals at the end of a dramatic 1994 Tripleprint Gold Cup. Number 9, Nuaf, owned by Mr. John G. Doyle, trained by Pat Verling in Ireland and ridden by Sean O'Donovan, a horse who couldn't go in the early stages. And number 5, Dublin Flyer, owned by Major B. Sumner, trained by Captain Tim Forster, his first big race runner from his new stable near Ludlow, and ridden by Brendan Powell with Southolt 3rd. But it's a photo between this horse we're looking at and the challenger from Ireland, Nuaf, and that is he.
Number 5, Dublin Flyer, 130. Second, number 9, Nuaf, 14 to 1. And third, number 7, Southolt, 20 to 1.